This is the original ledger of the store. So you can see here, rent received, September 1924, Mike Mansour, $35. So that's the very first day of business. They wrote this down. So that's pretty interesting and pretty cool. You know, there's not a lot of stores that have started in the early century, right? So this is my Uncle Mike here. He founded the store in 1924. Before he had the store, he used to walk around the countryside and go around with his horse and wagon selling stuff. So in 1932, he opened a candy store like 2 blocks away from here. And then, so he spent most of his time at the candy store where my grandfather ran the store with his cousin Norman. This is a good shot here. This is my grandfather, my dad, and me. It's nice to be able to walk in the same place that your dad did and your grandfather did. Just a beautiful feeling, right? Mm-hmm.
When did you take over ownership?
1995. I always sort of joked that I had the longest apprenticeship course in Amherst, but sort of was like 25 years working with my father and his cousin, and they were all always telling me what to do, one way or the other. We try to almost meet everybody in a way. Like we have real dressy items, suits and sport coats for weddings and different occasions, and people that wear them to work. It's not as common, but there is still a lot of people that wear suits to work too.
It's perfect, right?
It is perfect. Off and on, my family's been coming here for years and years. I live just in Sackville across the marsh, so it's kind of always been a destination for really nice clothes and awesome service. You come in, they greet you, they know you by name, happy to help. You know, everything is hemmed and they do all the work in-house, so have it all nicely ironed and cleaned for me when I come pick it up, and call me as soon as it's ready. Like, the service is second to none.
They honor what they sell, and to me that's a big thing. I think that goes back 4 generations. Mr. Mansour was always like that, his son is like that, right? That's the thing. I expect this place to last for my grandchildren, I hope so.
I've been here for just over 20 years. We're always making sure that the store is always looking good and it's nice and clean and properly organized. It's just a great pillar of our community to have Mansours here in a small town of Amherst.
This picture was in the 30s because man had a meat shop here, Hastings Meat Shop, in this half of the store.
Like, for me, the most difficult point was COVID. It's nice to be like back to normal. People are starting to dress up again, go to different events. I think work from home is a big trend that sort of changes things, and we do a really good job here of having a lot of different clothing. This is the oldest one here, M. Mansour Men's Shop, Amherst, Nova Scotia. Because we've been here so long, like, we just know so much about clothes, right? Like, say you get like the odd time something will come in and it's got a little fleck of something else, like, you know how to poke it through, or, you know, like all kinds of stuff, like you just wouldn't have any idea how to do if you hadn't operated a store for 100 years.